Funnel chart in Power BI is used to display a sequential process with decreasing values representing stages in a process. Each stage is represented by a horizontal bar with the size indicating its proportion to the total or to the previous stage. It visualizes data across stages showing diminishing values. It is ideal for sales, pipelines, leads, conversion rates, or any process with sequential stages. It's easy to compare values and identify stages with drop offs. So, these were the ideals and features of funnel chart, and why do we use funnel chart? Now, to create a funnel chart, you just need to go to your report view under your Power BI desktop, then to visualizations pane. Under this visualizations pane, you need to refer to the third row and the third chart, that is funnel chart. You need to just click on it to get it inserted into a canvas. It will create a blank funnel chart. If you see, it is already selected and you can drag and drop anywhere into your canvas to get it placed wherever you need to place it. Now, if you see, you have highlighted edges. If you hover your mouse over these edges, you will see double sided arrow. You can click and drag from here to resize this funnel chart. Now, you will see under this dummy there are multiple stages with the horizontal bars but diminishing structure. First is the big highest width, then the lower, and the least or the last one is the least width. So this is the structure of funnel chart that we have discussed. Now, to get it populated, we will be using the fields of our query under the from the data section. Right now, we have different blank fields which can be populated: category, values, and tooltip. So under the category, we will be using our categories. Let's say we can use our segment, correct, and under the values we can use our sales. So it will get populated. So it will show you different segments here, right, and the segments from values from these segments. So the first one, government, has the biggest segment, that is the 100%. It will count the biggest as the 100%. Then for a small business it is showing the 42.3%, and if you hover over the first one it is showing 100%. Then the second one is uh, percentage of first is 80.81, right. इससे पहले का कंपेयर करेगा, then it will also the 80.81%, and if it compares to the first one then also it will be. Now, if it for enterprise, if it compares for regarding the percentage from the first one, that is this one, so it will count as 37.35%. And if this enterprise compares from the previous of this enterprise, that is small business, then it will come as 46.22%. This way it counts its stages. Now we can populate country with multiple, we can count category from multiple values. We can populate country in it as well. After segment, we can drill it through with different stages. So here first one is segment. If we move further, then we can navigate to the next level, that is country, using this double arrow. Then only the country's data will be visible to us. Using this first arrow driller, we can go to our first stage, that is for segment. Now, this last arrows, two divided two arrows, will give you the details for both the categories, right? Both we can expand: government France, then small business US, right? This way, these are sorted on the basis of these stages, correct. If you want to get it populated, you can use this format of visual pane. Under this you have colors. Default is blue one. You can change this like this one. You can just use any of the visual color you want, correct. You can click on reset to default to make it the default changes, right. I have changed to this color. Data labels, these are the data labels which are data present on it, right. You can change the position, let's say outside, and or by default it was set to inside center, correct. You can change the label content. So here we have only the values, data values. You can change these to percentage of first, right? So the out of 100% percentage of first, out of the 100%, the biggest one's percentage it will show. Then percentage of previous, that means percentage of the previous one. For example, for enterprise, the previous one is a small business, so it will show the percentage of this previous one. So as per these values you can change the data labels, right, this way. If you go to values, you can change the text formatting of it, let's just semi bold. You can increase the text size, correct. You can change the color this way, right. You can change the display unit. As of now it is million, auto detected by Power BI. You can keep it to 1000 or whatever the unit you want. You can change the decimal places for values, right. You can also change the decimal places for percentages, right. You can change the background color of these labels, right. This way. For category labels, these category labels, you can change the font formatting here, correct. Minimum font size is always 8, but you can increase it, right. You can change the color. You can go to the conversion rate labels. So these are the conversion rate labels. If you turn it off, these will disappear, and if you turn it on, then these will be appeared. You can change the formatting of these labels as well. Let's say semi bold, increasing the size a bit, right, changing the color. Now, uh, under the general formatting, alternate text. To enter the alternate text for this chart, for tooltip, if you hover here, you will see some additional information that is called the tooltip, right. You can change the formatting of this tooltip. Let's say fonts family, this one, font size, label. If you change this way, right, you can change the color value this way. Now we can change the background color, right. Let's say this gray color, correct. Now going to header icons, these are the header icons. If you turn it off, now these header icons will always be visible in Power BI desktop, but you can choose the visibility of these icons in Power BI service after publishing a report, right. If this header icons is turned off, then these icons won't be visible in Power BI service, but if you turn this on, then these icons will be visible. You can do the formatting of it. Let's say background color is this one, border color is this darker one, the icon color is also this one. You can change the for transparency, right. Icons, you can just toggle it on or off, whatever icons you want to choose, right. Data format, so here we have sales, country and segment, so we can choose the format of these. For these formats include the data types, like let's say segment is text, country is also text, but our sales is currency, right. So we can choose currency. You can choose a currency format. So whatever is the country's data you have, you can choose that country's currency, right. You can opt for decimal number of places, whatever you want to show. If you want to show it in percentage format, then you have to toggle it on. And as like this sum of sales, if you see here, 19 comma 611, so this is the thousand separator. If you see comma here, comma is a thousand separator. It is visible because this toggle button is turned on, right. For effects will be applicable for background color, visual border, and shadow. For background color, you can set any background color. Let's say this gray color. You can increase the transparency. If you if you see turn on visual border, you will see a border is visible with sharp edges. You can change the color of this border and the thickness of this border as well. correct? So I am changing the color to this color and increasing the width. Now if you see, if we have seen that it has sharp edges. We can increase the roundness of these round edges with this rounded corners option, either with this field or using this scale, correct? And we can also turn on the shadow, and we can change the shadow color from here, and we can change the offset to outside or inside, and we can change the position, let's say center. And for title, we can change the or update the title from here, some of sales, right? We can change the heading style, we can change the font formatting, increase the size, we can change the text color, right? We can change the background color of it as well, and we can just align it. If you turn on the subtitles, then a subtitle will also be added, and you can just update the subtitle from here, and you can change the font formatting. If you turn the divider on, then this divider will be visible, and you can change the color of this divider, and you can increase this width. This is the divider, right? And you can also change the line style to dashed or dotted or solid, correct? If you go up, then there are properties. You can change the size of height and width. Let's say I am giving the height to 600, the size is height is increased. If I change the width to 750, the width is increased, right? So we can change the height and width here. For position, you can change the position of it horizontally and vertically. Horizontally, let's say I'm keeping it as 50, then it will keep the 50 pixel space from the left and place the chart. Similar way, if I keep the vertical as 20, then it will keep the 20 pixel from top and place the chart vertically. This way we can change the size and width positions. Now for padding, padding here means the space between the border of the chart and the other area of the chart. If you see here a little bit space, this is 5 pixel. You can update from top, right, right, bottom.